as I could.
And in the 2K19 My Career Story, you're giving...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
20,000 fans in a chorus at the American Airlines Arena. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And here we go, the battle between conferences. It's East versus West, where the Miami Heat will be looking to make a statement. And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Miami Heat has established that high standard for fitness. Even Eric Spoelstra has gotten into it in his late 40s. The Heat coach says when he's working out, I'm in a different place. The physical, emotional, and mental benefits, I'm hooked. Kevin?
As hard as he works, great that he takes care of himself, too. DA, thank you. Opening night is upon us. Every team looking to come out of the gate strong. As we know, only half are going to get to the end.
Don't tell them that, Kevin.
I know you can't.
Let it breathe a little bit.
Yeah.
It is a long season. The teams, as we've seen in the past, sometimes what we're watching here tonight, 6 or 7 members of that team might not be on it come February. So got to temper your expectations. Watch the way guys have maybe improved from last season coming into this season. Excited about young teams and the opportunity of their potential, but things can change quickly in this league.
But don't you love the optimism at this time of year?
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
Everybody's fired up for the opportunity to show what it is, especially as a player, what you worked on in the offseason to bring it to the hardwood and show your coaching staff the type of work you put in.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Gay is the 3 with Aldridge at the 4. Murray and DeRozan in the backcourt together. And it's Gasol at the center. Now Johnson following Rudy Gay's three-point attempt. Nice D from DeRozan. To the paint. And there's Gay. That's good on the assist from DeRozan. Gay's got the first points up on the board for the Spurs. Johnson the screen. Whiteside, a screen on DeRozan. Waiters for 3. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Now, here's Aldridge. Shot clock at 6. Murray. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
And usually that mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net. Defense has to be more aggressive moving forward.
Here's Dragic from outside. San Antonio with the rebound.
Yeah, they're a little bit cold here. 0 for 4 to get this one going.
Got a hand on it.
Hard-nosed defender, and Josh Richardson using a little bit of that length from the wing position to deny that one.
Here's Aldridge. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. That one's on Johnson.
Second player taken in the 2006 NBA draft. Aldridge has been an all-star multiple times and one of the game's most prolific scorers over the past decade.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
No doubt that last season was the best year LaMarcus has had, not just as a Spur, but maybe ever. Numbers across the board, both offensively and defensively, carrying and shouldering the load without Kawhi Leonard for just about all the season. It's pretty impressive stuff.
And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both. And for Aldridge last year, Brent, a far cry from when he asked to be traded. Then had a sit-down with Greg Popovich, and that seemed to straighten things out.
Yeah, there was some frustrations for him, and the only way as a player you're going to have clarity is to sit down with your coach and hash it out. And Pop was more than willing to do that and reset some things for LaMarcus Aldridge, and they figured out a way to get through it. And it seems like whatever that clarity was, it worked out best for both parties.
And Waiters kicks to Dragic. Here's the screen. Stolen by Gay. Outside DeRozan. Gay passes to Gasol. Outside DeRozan. Outside Gasol. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Murray. That one's not going to go. The Heat go the other way with it. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Richardson kicks to Johnson. And stolen by Murray.
That's 2 really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnover.
Outside Aldridge. Pass to Murray. Tries a 3. Again, the miss by Murray.
And his touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter, and he's missing a ton of shots.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Waiters. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Well, we all know how confident Goran Dragic is when it comes to scoring inside. Nice shot selection there for him.
Aldridge a screen. Here's DeRozan. Second shot opportunity. Aldridge can't get it to go.
Well, the D did their job there. Excellent contest to alter the close ranger.
Johnson gets the bucket.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
Aldridge a screen. Down low. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And many thought LaMarcus Aldridge was on a downswing in his career, but boy, were they wrong.
You know, Aldridge silenced a lot of critics with his play last season. I mean, in a league that has very few great low-post players, he demonstrated he's still one of the best. Has so many moves and tricks in his game. And when he gets the ball down low, the defense really has very little to do with it.
That's good from Aldridge. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Johnson. And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both. Brent, when you won your first championship back in 2005, you were inserted into the starting lineup in the playoffs against the Nuggets. What did that feel like?
Well, that was a lot of fun. I joked around a lot about I was replacing Manu in the starting lineup. It was very exciting to have that opportunity, and obviously that team that year going on to do great things. The goal we set out to do was win the championship. Mission accomplished.
Here's Murray. Dion Waiters making his last shot. Inside. Here's Aldridge. And Winslow pulls it down. The Heat trail by 3. There's the feed to Richardson. Gay with the defensive effort.
I know it's physically impossible, but he's got to be kicking himself. He knows he's got to make those.
Gasol kicks to Gay. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Aldridge shoots off the screen, and it falls over the rim and in. Aldridge has got 6 points.
That's where Aldridge burns defenses repeatedly. His mid-range game is so advanced and so polished, evidenced by that shot there.
Now here's Winslow. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Murray to the inside. Stolen by Winslow. Got a piece of it in transition. Here come the Spurs. Here's Gay, and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Adept at converting at the mid-range. Rudy Gay, when he gets room to shoot, he's not going to think about it 2 times.
And a slam dunk by Richardson.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Basket counts. 8 points for Aldridge.
This is where all the years of experience come into play. Aldridge didn't enter the league with a great catch-and-shoot game, but he sure developed it.
There's a good screen. Here's Waiters. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Whiteside. And Gasol sends it back.
Gasol did not stop moving his hands there, especially as the shot was going up. Always going to be right there to send anything back if it's close.
Now here's Gay. And DeRozan kicks to Aldridge. Gasol a screen. DeRozan gets room off the pick. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
Now the pass to Richardson. Whiteside sets the pick for Richardson. Waiters against DeRozan. Waiters passes to Whiteside. And no good that time. It's the Spurs taking it the other way.
And their series last year was a bit of a comparison between the two conferences. Both were in the middle of the pack.
And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That's his first foul. Bam Adebayo's checked in for the Heat. And San Antonio with the change here too. Mills, he's checked in for Murray. Waiters against DeRozan. Gasol a screen on Waiters. DeRozan kicks it out to Gay. Pass to DeRozan. Now here's Mills. He's guarded by Waiters. Here's Gay. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Gay's got 6.
He's knocking down most everything, guys. 3 of 4 here.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Waiters. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Outside DeRozan. Left side Gasol. Six to shoot. Over Whiteside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Outside Dragic. To the inside. Whiteside, no good.
And those are the kind of shots you like him taking. Even though he missed it, the offense will take those.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for San Antonio.
And they haven't been able to exploit the 3 from the corner. Maybe some better ball movement would help open the floor and get that shot into their arsenal.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. We see more and more teams looking to push the tempo. Is that just a fad, or is this going to be a long-term thing?
If I can play against any defense that has no ability to set up where they want to be or have the matchups with the players they want to have, Kevin, I'm going to look to take advantage. And if that happens in the first 5-6 seconds with one pass, so be it.
Group in for the Heat. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Whiteside. Rodney Magruder comes in for Justice Winslow. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Dion Waiters. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Gasol. Davis Bertans comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. And Walker subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. Here's Poeltl. Heat knocking down the tray. There's the pick. Shot off the pick. Nice jump shot. Good. Bellinelli's got his first points of the game.
And Bellinelli moves well in these situations, staying active at all times and being rewarded there with his effort.
Wade outside. Olynyk sets a screen for Wade. The shot will not fall. And the Spurs going the other way now. And Walker kicks to Bellinelli. Passes to Mills. Can't cash in from close range.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
You know, sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time he chose wisely.
Here's Wade. It's blocked.
And you got to give appreciation to how Poeltl punishes shooters. A dynamite shot blocker with impeccable timing.
Now here's Walker. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Poeltl sets the pick for Bellinelli. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Bertans can't get it to go.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's Wade. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Are you surprised that Dwayne Wade is going to score that far in the paint? I'm not.
Now here's Walker. And here is Bellinelli. Poeltl dishes to Bellinelli. Back to Poeltl. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Walker's shot is off. Wade against Walker. Wade with it. Shoots over Walker. Tips it. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. LaMarcus Aldridge has been on display for San Antonio. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return. The NBA game drawing fans from every culture, and Pau Gasol definitely feeling the love from the Spanish and Latino community.
I always notice the fans that support us and make us feel, pretty much since I got to the NBA, all the Latino fans showed a lot of love and support towards me, so I appreciate it.
The game going global, and no better ambassador than Pau Gasol.
And as the players grow more international, fans from every country and continent, for that matter, finding more and more reason to root for the NBA.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, to me, the story of that first period was their rebound.
Yeah, jumping out to a lead largely because they did the hard work on the glass. So you love the passion in the early part of this game that they're playing with.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. They've got Poeltl. Mills out there with Bellinelli. And it's Walker in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Bellinelli. Poeltl sets the pick for Bellinelli. He took good advantage of that screen. Now it's a 7-point Spurs lead.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
On the wing, Dwayne Wade, guarded by Walker. Shoots over Walker, and another basket for Miami.
And the mid-range jump shot is something Dwayne Wade has really perfected throughout his career.
Well, Brent, the Heat with an experienced front office and one of the best young coaches in the league in Eric Spoelstra.
Yeah, Spo has done a remarkable job. Tremendous amount of respect around the league for the way that Eric Spoelstra goes about his business, the way he handled the title runs and all those personalities and those dynamics. He has been fantastic and will coach in Miami for as long as he wants to. The way he goes about it is pride, work, and respect for anybody that walks through those locker room doors.
Johnson, he's checked in for Miami. Here's the screen, and here's Mills for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mills has got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs. Johnson the screen. Johnson sends the screen for Johnson. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And Walker kicks to Bellinelli. Back to Walker.
And I don't care what his size is, you cannot forget to box him out. He's just got a nose for the ball, and he is fearless in attacking the glass.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Hassan Whiteside continues to develop. Now, Miami coach Eric Spoelstra said it's got nothing to do with his stats. He's going to do that no matter what. It's about making winning plays and caring more about his teammates than he cares about himself. Now he can lead in a different way because he has the respect of the locker room. Kevin?
Terrific, DA. Thank you. First free throw is good. We've heard Coach Steve Kerr say the power forward position as we knew it is disappearing. You could say that maybe about the center position too.
I don't want to say that about the center position. What I want to tell you, Kevin, in my humble opinion, is that the center position has changed.
It's evolving.
So, yeah, I don't want to say that it's just disappeared because there are players out there that are playing that position and doing a lot of the things that you would qualify as center-centric, screening, going down to the block, rim running to the post, being an option down low. But it's definitely changed.
But now we're seeing him go out and defend smaller guys in the perimeter, taking threes, and that's what's weird for your eyes to just kind of absorb what's going on.
Well, it's weird to absorb not only that and what those players individually are asked to do, but when you're at a game and you're sitting in the stands and all of a sudden you see 5 guys that are outside the three-point line. I mean, go back to the game in the 80s. It's the exact opposite. It was like, you know, a bunch of ants on top of a lost candy bar sitting in the lane, gnawing at one another.
Right.
It's just changed. So the center position, not disappeared, just changed.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Wade. It's blocked. They get it back. And it's Miami with another.
That's a beautiful shot from Dwayne Wade. He's still got that jumper going.
San Antonio leading by 6. And Mills kicks to Pirtle. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And Patrick Mills gets the 3. Mills has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Spurs. For Miami, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Pass to Pirtle. Here is Forbes. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. There's a screen. Mills can't hit. Johnson outside. Johnson. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
Some good balance from Johnson. Incredible watching him maintain that focus. Look at his eyes on the rim there on that difficult shot.
Here is Forbes. Pirtle, the pass to Forbes. On the wing, Bellinelli. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Brent, for as long as Coach Popovich has been at the top of this game, what really is there left to say?
I don't think there's much more you say on a professional level, but there's a lot to be said about the compassion and the things that Pop has done on a personal level for years behind the scenes, championing guys on his staff, supporting not only current players but former players on his team. The interesting thing for Pop the last couple of years is just how outspoken he's been in terms of the equality, not just around the NBA but around our nation, and some of the statements he's made that have garnered a lot of political attention. Greg Popovich not afraid to express some of the things that maybe deep down we all believe in.
And the Heat with some changes. Whiteside's checked in for Olynyk. Justice Winslow comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Dragic in for Tyler Johnson. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Gay comes in for Davis Bertans. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills. And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And with DeRozan getting traded, he said he felt backstabbed by Raptors management after they said he wouldn't be traded. At the end of the day, people will do what's best for their own position, whether they're a GM or a player. But you better believe they'll love DeRozan in Toronto forever, no matter what jersey he wears.
First one falls for him. And last summer, after 9 terrific seasons in Toronto, DeMar DeRozan traded to San Antonio.
And guys, you have to feel for the sudden change for DeRozan. Gave Toronto some of their best years. At the same time, happy that DeRozan has gone to an organization that has proven success over the years.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
Well, this Heat organization has had such a great run of success under their owner, Mickey Arison, and what Pat Riley has done to pour the foundation of the culture around Miami. This is not a team that likes to throw away any chance to compete, or any season for that matter.
Now here's Ellington. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Outside Dragic. Right side a screen. Off the screen, Dragic. Rebound San Antonio. Gay's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And memories of the Big 3 era of Bosh and Wade and LeBron James still fresh, Brent, in the memory of the Heat organization.
Well, more fresh in the memory of the fans of the Miami Heat. The organization trying to do their best to move forward and move on. Of course, that team 4 straight finals appearances, won 2 NBA championships. They want to get back to that level. They know they got to find some talent and some diamonds in the rough, and trying to figure out a path to get there.
San Antonio leading by 12. Aldridge up on top. Murray against Dragic. Murray kicks to Aldridge. This one for 3, and DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Aldridge. And it's 9 points for DeMar DeRozan. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Aldridge against Whiteside. Here's Dragic from outside. Drills the 3-pointer. Dragic has got 8 points.
Dragic always scattering around, but that time got his feet up underneath him and knocks down the long ranger.
Murray the pass to Aldridge. DeRozan in the corner. Shoots over Winslow, and the Spurs scoring again.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you can turn it up.
Timeout called, the Heat. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate. with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Making a switch here. Richardson's checked in. Pau Gasol's checked in for the Spurs. The Heat trail by 14. They set the screen. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Here's Ellington, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Nice awareness from Whiteside there, understanding where his teammates were on that possession.
Aldridge's screen. They get a hand on it. Shoots over Winslow, and it comes off the front of the rim. For Miami, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%.
You see Justice Winslow get into that low defensive stance. Signals kind of like he did at Duke, slap the floor and be ready for a defensive possession.
The Heat have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
That's good from Winslow. Well, Brent, we're seeing the Hack-a-Shack targets improve their free throw shooting. Rules changes might curb the strategy, though, going forward.
Well, it's been nice to see that NBA players have worked on a weakness of theirs, free throw shooting in particular, to be better and be somebody who can stay on the floor to impact your team's winning. We saw that last year, Andre Drummond being a prime example. The other thing, Kevin, that we've seen too is coaches having to implement strategies, not just to do the hacking, but in terms of their substitutions and who's on the floor. So interesting thought processes from both ends, but mostly go shoot some free throws, guys.
Yeah, practice.
Practice.
Here's Waiters after the basket by San Antonio. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Waiters.
And checking out the stats for Aldridge. Coming off a terrific season, he averaged about 23 points per, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
The role consists of rebounding, setting screens, protecting the rim. Anything else he gives you is found change in the couch.
Murray kicks to Aldridge. Outside for Murray. Aldridge a screen. Jumper off the screen. Murray, good. Murray's got 5 points so far.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Here's Dragic, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Goran Dragic, a slippery lefty out of Slovenia.
At his peak, a phenomenal offensive player. He doesn't hit that peak every season, though. And now in his 30s, we'll see how long he can extend his prime.
And that one falls for Dragic.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
The Spurs making a switch here. Walker's checked in. And Goran Dragic drops them both. Goran Dragic started his career in Phoenix under the mentorship of Steve Nash.
Well, he still loves to push the pace and still loves to attack the paint. We'll see if he can be an effective player in his late 30s, the way that Steve Nash led his teams.
And it's the Heat with the ball. After the basket by San Antonio, Richardson kicks to Waiters. They set the pick. On the wing, Winslow. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Man, it just hurts to miss shots like this. Mentally, you question yourself, and it can affect your confidence.
So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Pau Gasol, not the same player Brent he once was, but he still knows how to get the job done.
Yeah, 2001 is when it is that Pau Gasol came into the NBA as a very slightly built Spaniard for the Memphis Grizzlies, but the skill was on display from the very start.